Good morning, students. Chapter 3, motion in a straight line. Some questions to solve. Graphical questions. See here. First graph. Graph of V versus T for object thrown in vertically upward direction. You have to draw a graph of V versus T for object thrown in vertically upward direction. So first of all, you have to observe. Okay, whenever you throw any object in vertically upward direction, what happens? Yes, you know, when you throw object in upward direction, you are throwing it means initially its velocity is maximum. As it is moving in upward direction, its velocity decreases. At maximum height, its velocity becomes zero, and then due to gravitational force, it comes back to ground. Okay, means again it comes in motion. Okay, so see what happens here. If object is thrown from ground with some initial velocity v0 in upward direction, it is moving in upward direction. At maximum height, its velocity will become 0, and then object will move in downward direction. And yes, as it is moving in downward direction, it is case of free fall. From this point, it is case of free fall, because at maximum height velocity becomes 0. Then in case of free fall, yes, you know, okay, in Galileo's law of odd number, its velocity increases. Okay, so from this we have to find what is VT graph. Now see how to draw VT graph. Here it is. It is v-axis plus v, it is time, and it is minus v. It is origin, or we can say at time t is equal to 0. Yes, at time t is equal to 0. We throw any object in upward direction, means its velocity is maximum. So at time t is equal to 0, its velocity is maximum. Okay, and it is v0. Now why it is on positive v-axis? Because you are throwing object in upward direction, and we know that in upward direction we have taken sign positive. So at time t is equal to 0, velocity is v0. Now as object is moving in upward direction, time increases. At this point, that is maximum height, its velocity becomes 0. And you know what is this time? This time is Tm, v0 upon t. So yes, as time increases, its velocity decreases. And yes, this object is under gravitational force. So acceleration is gravitational acceleration. So VT graph will be straight line like this. Its velocity decreases. When it comes to this point, that is maximum height, its velocity will become 0. And we know what is this time? It is time Tm, time to reach maximum height. So clear about this graph? Again, when it is thrown vertically with upward direction with velocity v0, at time t is equal to 0, its velocity is v0. Okay, when it will reach maximum height, its velocity will become 0. Here its velocity will become 0. Clear about this? Okay. Now, from this point, it is moving in vertically downward direction. Initially, velocity is in upward direction. Now, velocity is in downward direction. So, yes, if you are taking this velocity positive, you have to consider this velocity negative. And yes, we know that at this point it is 0. Now as it is moving in downward direction, its velocity increases under gravitational acceleration, means again VT graph will be straight line. So after this time Tm, its velocity increases, but in opposite direction. So it is graph of V versus T for object thrown in vertically upward direction. This graph, it is for upward journey, and for downward journey, it is graph. Clear? Okay, okay. Now next question, see. Here you are given one xt graph. You are given one xt graph. And from this xt graph you have to make notes. You have to make notes. Okay, yes, from this graph what you observe. What you observe. Okay. So see, it is given on xt graph, it is time t0, it is time t is equal to 0 and you are given such graph. So how to observe? See, first of all, during time 0 to t0, during time 0 to t0, this graph is a straight line and having some slope. And having some slope. Having some slope means it has some velocity. And yes, as it is a straight line, means velocity is constant. Velocity is constant during this journey. So how to write? In time 0 to t0. In time 0 to t0. Graph is a straight line. Graph is a straight line. Means velocity is constant. Velocity is constant. And if velocity is constant, then we can say in time 0 to t0, object is performing uniform motion. Object is performing uniform motion. Clear about this? Clear about this? Okay. It performs uniform motion. Now, after time t is equal to t0, after time t0, what happens? See, after time t0, this graph, xt graph is parallel to time axis. Xt graph is parallel to time axis. Parallel to time axis. And we know that whenever graph is parallel to time axis, object is stationary. Object is stationary and its velocity will become 0. Its velocity will become 0. Clear about this? Okay, now see next graph. Okay, now another graph is given, xt graph for motion in a straight line. And what is your question? You have to draw vt graph for this motion. You have to draw vt graph for this motion. You are given xt graph and you have to draw what is vt graph. Then see, first of all, you have to identify time intervals. Okay, in which time interval it is performing which type of motion. See, between 0 to 2, between 0 to 2, xt graph is a straight line having some slope, means it has some constant velocity. 0 to 2 time, okay, it has some velocity constant, means it is performing uniform motion. Yes or no? Yes. Okay. From time 2 to 6, see, from time 2 to 6, okay, this xt graph is parallel to time axis. Xt graph is parallel to time axis, and we know that if xt graph is parallel to time axis, then its velocity will become 0. Yes, from 0 to t second, one another point you have to remember. See, it is slope in upward direction. Its slope is in upward direction. So between this time, velocity you will get positive. Velocity you will get positive. During this time, velocity is 0. Clear about this? Okay. Now last onwards 6, or we can say yes, it is from 6 to 8. Okay. The time interval from 6 to 8. From 6 to 8. See, again it is a straight line. Straight line means velocity constant. Straight line means velocity constant. But see, if you observe, this graph is in downward direction. So its velocity will be negative. Its velocity will be negative. Clear? So it is how to observe any graph. Now if you want to draw graph, then how to draw this graph? See, it is time. It is v minus v 0 to 6. And here it is 8. Okay, now see how to draw graph. Between 0 to 2 seconds, xt graph straight line, velocity constant, and velocity is positive. Velocity positive means like this. velocity is positive. It has some value. It has some value. Clear about this? Clear about this? Vt graph constant. Vt graph for uniform motion. Vt graph is parallel to time axis. Okay. Now during second 2 to 6 parallel to time axis and velocity becomes 0. During time 2 to 6, object is in rest condition and its velocity is 0. Then its velocity is 0 means from 2 to 6, its velocity v is equal to 0. Clear about this? And last one, from 6 to 8, velocity is again constant but negative. Velocity is again constant but negative. Velocity constant means in Vt graph it is parallel to time axis. But negative, and negative means like this, in this direction. Mind? Clear? So it is graph of velocity versus time from this xt graph. Clear about this? So yes, you have to remember xt and vt graph for each and every motion. Okay, see students, now we will see one question. Okay, see what is question. A coin is dropped from a balloon going up with a uniform velocity of 12 meters per second. If the balloon was 81 meters high when the coin was dropped, find its height when coin hits the ground. Yes, first of all you have to understand question. Okay, see what is question here. It is ground. Okay. A coin is dropped from a balloon going up with a uniform velocity of 12 meters per second. Balloon. It is going up with velocity v is equal to 12 meters per second in upward direction. Yes, this balloon is moving in upward direction, with uniform velocity of 12 meters per second. If the balloon was 81 meters high, when balloon comes here at this point, okay, at this point which is at 81 meter height, see, it is 81 meter high. A coin is dropped from balloon. Okay, a coin is dropped from balloon. Okay, when the coin was dropped, find its height when the coin hits the ground. Now see what actually happens. Balloon, it is moving with uniform velocity 12 meters per second in upward direction, moving. When height is 81 meters above this ground, one coin is dropped. So coin is moving in downward direction, but balloon is moving in upward direction. So when this coin hits the ground, balloon will be at some height, at some more height. Yes or no? Yes. You have to find this height. Okay, what is height of balloon when this coin hits the ground? Again, understand question. One balloon is moving in upward direction. When balloon is at 81 meter height, one coin is dropped. So yes, coin is moving in downward direction, but balloon still moving with uniform velocity in upward direction. So when coin hits the ground, what is height of balloon? That we have to find. Clear about this? Okay. See, first of all, as coin is dropped from 81 meter high, we will find time taken by coin to reach the ground. So see, first of all, we will find this. Okay, time taken by coin to reach ground. Okay, this coin travels distance 81 meter. So yes, we have distance and we have to find. So which equation we will use? X is equal to v0t plus half at square. X is equal to v0t plus half at square. Now see, most important thing, how to put value. See carefully. Coin is dropped from this point, means from height 81. And now see, from this point coin is dropped, it is moving in downward direction. And To reach at ground, it will travel 81 meter. 81 meter, he is traveling in downward direction. So x you have to take 81. Clear about this? Okay. Is equal to CV0t. Now you must be thinking coin is dropped, so its initial velocity will be 0. No. Here initial velocity of coin is not 0. Why not 0? Because see, initially coin is in balloon. Initially coin is in balloon, and if this balloon is moving with velocity 12 meter per second in upward direction, then coin is also moving with velocity 12 meter per second in upward direction. In upward direction. Clear about this? Clear about this? Then yes, you have to take care of this point. Here, velocity, initial velocity of coin is in upward direction, same as balloon, same as balloon. So yes, V0 you have to take 12. You have to take 12. Here it is T. Yes, gravitational acceleration, it is always minus g, okay, and g we will take 10, so it is equal to minus half, it is 10 t square, okay, so therefore minus. Now time taken by coin to reach the ground, x is equal to v0t plus half at square, because see, coin takes 81 meter to reach ground and you have to find time, so yes, you have to use this equation. Now, coin is dropped from this point and it travels 81 meter distance in downward direction. So, x you have to take minus 81. Now, what about V0? That is initial velocity. Yes, you will be thinking, yes sir, coin is dropped, so its initial velocity will be 0. No. Initially, coin is in balloon and balloon is moving up with velocity 12 meter per second. With velocity 12 meter per second. So yes, velocity, initial velocity of coin is also 12 meter per second in upward direction. In upward direction. Clear about this? Okay, so 81 minus 12t. Okay, V0 is equal to 12t. A is replaced by minus t. Clear about this? A is replaced by minus t. Okay, now see, it is 12t minus 5t square. Minus 5t square. Now how to write this? See, therefore it is 5t square minus 12t minus 81 is equal to 0. Okay, if you simplify this. 5t square this side minus 12t and minus 81 is equal to 0. Now yes, it is quadratic equation, and how to solve quadratic equation that you know. Okay, if you solve this with the help of factors, then yes, it is easy. But we have another method. See, what is another method? If you know this equation, quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Then what is its solution? X is equal to minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Yes, you know this equation. Yes, you know this equation. Where what is a? Coefficient of x square. What is b? Coefficient of x. And what is c? Constant term. What is c? Constant term. Yes. And what is its solution? X is equal to minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So now you have to compare this quadratic equation with this. Here it is quadratic equation of x. Here it is quadratic equation of t. T square means it is value of a. Yes or no? Yes. What is value of b? Minus 12. What is value of b? Minus 12. And what is value of c? Minus 81. So see, such changes you have to understand. Okay. Now how to find t? I will put value. Okay. T is equal to minus b. Your equation is minus b. Yes, it is minus sign. What is value of b? Okay, so here minus t is equal to minus b. What is value of b here? Minus 12. So yes, it is minus 12. Okay, plus or minus under root, b square. What is value of b? Minus 12. And we know that what is square of 12? It is 144. It is 144. Clear about this? Okay. Minus 4. A. What is value of a here? It is 5. What is value of C here? It is minus 81. It is minus 81. Divided by, it is 2. And what is value of A here? It is 5. Again, see how to put value. T is equal to minus B. B is minus 12. Plus or minus B square. 12 square means it is 144. Okay. Minus 4AC. It is 4. A is 5 and C is minus 81. Divided by this. Clear about this? Okay. So therefore, T is equal to minus will become plus. Plus or minus. Okay. Now see how you have to solve this. 144. It is minus, it will become plus. So you have to add these two quantities and take its square root. You will get your answer 42. You will get your answer 42. Clear about this? Divided by 5 into 2 it is 10. 5 into 2 it is 10. Clear? So now see, T is equal to 12 plus or minus 42 upon 10 means you will get value of time 2. See how? First time I am getting value of time. T is equal to 12 plus 42 divided by 10. 12 plus 42 divided by 10. 12 plus 42, it is 54. Divided by 10 means it is 5.4 second. It is 5.4 second. Clear about this? Okay. Now T is equal to, it is 12 minus 42 divided by 10. 12 minus 42 minus 30. Minus 30 divided by 10 it is minus 3 second. You know that negative time is not possible. So yes, this time is not possible. So what is time taken by coin to reach the ground? T is equal to 5.4 second. T is equal to 5.4 second. Clear? So now understand, seeing figure. This coin takes 5.4 seconds to reach this ground, and during this time this balloon is also moving in upward direction. This balloon is also moving in upward direction. So yes, with velocity 12 meter per second in time 5.5 or 4 seconds, it will travel some more distance. It will travel some more distance. So what is distance? Distance traveled by it in 5.4 second with V is equal to 12 meter per second. What is distance? Yes, distance is equal to speed into time. It is 12 into 5.4 is equal to 64.8 meter. It is 64.8 meter. So what is this distance? It is 64.8 meter. So now what is total height from ground? Yes, it is 81 meter plus 64.8 meter. So total height, its total height is equal to 81 plus 64.8, and your answer will be 145.8 meter. Clear? Okay, for differentiation, two more equation, new equation. See, new equation. d by dx of sin x. Sin trigonometry, okay. d by dx of sin x. See, here differentiation is with respect to x. Angle of sine is only x. Angle of sine is only x. Angle of sine is only x. Again, remember, differentiation is with respect to x. Angle of sine is only x. Then its answer is simple, cos x. Its answer is simple, cos x. Clear? Easy. Easy. Okay. Okay. Here this side, d by dx of cos x is equal to, differentiation is with respect to x. Angle of cos is only x. Then what is its differentiation? Its differentiation is equal to, it is minus sine x. So yes, you have to remember, you know one equation, d by dx of x raised to n is equal to n x raised to n minus 1. Such two more equations. Differentiation, d by dx of sin x, it is cos x, and d by dx of cos x, it is minus sin x. Clear about this? Clear about this? Now, if you are given term like this, d by dx of sin kx, d by dx of sin kx. See here, differentiation is with respect to x. And what is angle of sine? Only x? No, it is kx. It is kx, means additional term. See, if differentiation is with respect to x, angle is also x, angle is also x, then your answer is directly cos x. Here differentiation is with respect to x, but angle is kx. Then how to do this? First of all, you have to do differentiation with your formula, general formula, that is equal to, what is differentiation of sine? It is cos kx, cos kx. But as it is additional term, you have to apply chain rule. You have to apply chain rule. That is d by dx of kx. D by dx of kx. Clear about this? Now you know that what is d by dx of kx? It is k only. So your answer is, it is k cos kx. Clear? Clear? Okay, so understand what is difference between them. One more question, see one more question. D by dt of sine omega t plus theta. If you are given d by dt of sine t, only sine t, then what is your answer? Cos t. Directly, finish, it is your answer. Okay, but here differentiation is with respect to time and angle is omega t plus theta, omega t plus theta. Okay, then how to solve this? See, first of all, it is additional term. Yes, it is function of sine, so its differentiation is cos omega t plus theta. What you have to do? Dy into d upon dt of omega t plus theta. Okay, then is equal to, it is cos omega t plus theta. What is d upon dt of omega t plus theta? Omega t, its differentiation is omega, plus differentiation of theta is 0. Clear? So you can write this omega here. So is equal to omega cos omega t plus theta. It is your answer. Clear about this? Now how to remember easily? See, simple. Sin x, its differentiation is cos x. Now differentiation is with respect to x. And here what is coefficient of x? It is k. Then k you have to multiply. Then k you have to multiply. See, similar thing. D upon dt of sin omega t plus theta. If you are given sine, then it is cos omega t plus theta. Okay, what is different coefficient of t? Omega. Then omega t you have to multiply. Clear? Similarly, of course, see here is equal to, in differentiation is with respect to x. Angle of cos is kx, not only x. Then first of all, yes, it is minus sine kx and then d upon dx of kx. So is equal to minus sine kx into k. So is equal to minus k sine kx. Clear? Okay, last one is equal to, directly, it is minus sine omega t plus theta d upon dt omega t plus theta is equal to minus omega sine omega t plus. So it is differentiation of sine and cos. Yes, we will see some more example based on this. Right now, pause your video and write down from